Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Sean Solo 8 and today I'm going to be going over another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review. Today I've got the 40th anniversary edition of The Empire Strikes Back Hoth Rebel Soldier. This is going to be the first appearance of the Hoth Rebel Soldier, but don't worry, we have another, I believe, 2 waves of this guy coming. I know for sure 1, possibly 2. But the packaging looks absolutely phenomenal. You can see the 40th anniversary sticker up there on the top. He does come with 2 guns, the awesome Kenner logo down here on the bottom. On the back of the package, it shows you the current wave that is currently available. The R2-D2 is up on the channel. And without further ado, let's get the Hoth Rebel Soldier out of the package and take a closer look. Boom! I have the Hoth Rebel Soldier out of his package, and this guy is so awesome. Already put his extra head on, and his mask is located inside the backpack that you can see here. But the detail on this guy is absolutely phenomenal. And he is on a NECA stand that I picked up over at Target. They're $9.99. You get a package of 10 of these, and so far every Black Series I have fits in these things absolutely perfect. And you can actually bend them and do all kinds of cool different dynamic poses with these guys, but overall it's absolutely awesome. But let me get him off the stand and let's take a closer look. Okay, let's take a closer look at the Hoth Rebel Soldier. As you can see, this guy's absolutely awesome, man. The detail on him is absolutely insane. The extra head is actually located in this backpack, which I'll show you here in a minute, but man, absolutely fabulous. The paint detail, everything except for the guns don't have very much weathering on the guns at all. And this extra gun actually fits in his holster here on the side. But yeah, everything about it, all the detail in the backpack, everything is phenomenal. Let me get him off of this NECA stand. You can actually pick these up at Target. And close up, you can see, yeah, he's awesome, man. You can see his gun. Let me just show you that. These hands are really stiff, and it's really hard to actually get him to hold that gun, but I did manage to do it. And again, these wrists are very well articulated. You can see the hinge in there. You can bend them down and do all kinds of stuff, but look at the beard on here. These goggles actually pop up to rest up on the hat up there, as you can see, and they are a nice clear plastic, and you can see they don't look bad at all. Out of the package, they come over these little knobs that to make sure you don't lose it if you have this on display over time. This is the Hoth Rebel Soldier gun. Looks absolutely awesome. Would have been nice to have a little bit of weathering on there, but it's fine the way it is. And then he also comes with the blaster in the side that fits in his holster. Extremely nice. It looks like the one that Princess Leia uses on Bespin, except there's no silver paint on the end. So they did skimp out on the weapons a little bit. On the goggles on here, let me just show you how these do come off. And they have a little elastic band on here, as you can see. They're nice and stretchy, kind of like the Chewbacca, and you can see they're clear. So it looks pretty cool. A lot of detail on those, but yeah, those are awesome. This little metal piece on the side has a lot of detail on the backpack, and it's all soft and bendable, so you don't have to worry about it breaking. Little hose comes around here. This backpack is removable, but the detail on the backpack looks great. You can see up on the top, lots of detail all around here. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the little tubes that come out and around. The detail on his arms look absolutely great. Lots of detail right here on his wrist. That looks absolutely phenomenal. Lots of detail in the gloves. And a lot of detail on his jacket. This is like a soft rubber piece. I'm going to see if that comes off here in a minute. On his face on this mold is absolutely crazy. The weathering on the band of the hat looks absolutely awesome. It goes all the way around. He has this little loose, soft piece on here. This little piece is soft to the bandana. I'll show you that here in a minute. I like to call it a mask bandana. Lots of detail on the chest. Cool detail up here. Could have used a little bit of paint, but it's fine. The belt is part of this rubber. I mean, the amount of stuff going on this figure already is absolutely amazing. This is all soft here. This is soft here. This is all hard. It's like glued right in there, his holster. But all around, you can see on the belt, a little bit of detail all throughout here. But man, they did such a good job on this figure. Really, really good job. Head, let me just show you. Pops off just like that. You can see inside there's a little brown area. This looks like it's moving on a ball inside there on its own. And then of course, he articulates from there. The top of the head, it actually pops off. You just put your thumb in here and it opens up to look really, really weird. The heads just pops off like that, and then you're left with absolutely nothing but a square piece and a really cool looking head. The detail on that is absolutely amazing on the beard. Pretty crazy. But you just pull this backpack off and then you have a headless. As you can see, this here, yeah, nope, that's stuck on there. So this jacket looks like it'll come off, but it's not. It's glued to it, so that's definitely not coming off. And you can see the butterfly joints here on the side, which is pretty cool. Let me just show you those. Well, I have that backpack off, but you can see them moving in there. It's pretty awesome. But the detail goes all the way into where you wouldn't even see, all on the arm. The extra head is located inside this backpack. Even on the back, they added some detail, which is cool. But there's the head in there, and you can just drop that out. We're gonna put the new head on here. This is the head that came with it in the packaging. You can see it already has a little slit for it to pop in there. That goes on just like that. And let me give you a close-up of this head. You can see that head looks really, really amazing also. And then again, the hat is just gonna pop on. You can see the head, you can see a little bit of a gap, but you really aren't going to notice it or worry about it. This mask can go several different ways. You can have it popped up over the nose like that, which looks really cool. And again, it is soft and bendy. You can have it like I had it earlier on the soldier. So there's several different ways you can use this mask, and you can also have him with the goggles on the top of his head, which is most likely how I'm going to display it because the detail on the eyes are just insane. So yeah, the goggles can rest on top of his head, and it doesn't look bad at all. Or you can put them on his face. Let me just show you what they look like on his face with the mask. So there's a look with the mask and goggles. Looks really, really cool. And of course, here's another mode, just keeping an eye out for those AT or at walkers, whatever you want to call them. But for now, let's put this guy's head back on his body. Poor guy. I'm definitely going to leave the scarf on mine so I don't lose it. We're going to pop that back on, and it just snaps really nicely. As you can see, this is, I'm going to call this the boring face because it's just boring. But with that headpiece down, he does tilt down, oh, and his head comes off. Actually, I better take that off for the articulation quickly. How he looks without the scarf around his neck, because you're obviously going to want to see how far he can look down, but he really can't look down very good at all. He does look up pretty high. He does tilt side to side, and of course, he is going to rotate 360 if you need him to. And again, this scarf is nice and soft, so you don't have to worry about that getting in the way. The detail all around the head looks absolutely awesome. They did such a good job on this. His arm does bend up about this high, and it does rotate 360. He does have a single jointed elbow that goes up about this high, and I really like the detail that they put on around here, because when he bends his elbow, it really doesn't look like he is. And of course, you can see the switches on his hands. His wrist does have a hinge that bends really, really well to hold the rifle. And of course, it rotates 360. He is on a diaphragm joint, so he does bend down pretty good. Looks back extremely well. Tilts right here and that way too. Skirt is all rubber and soft, so he kicks up about that far, kicks back about that far. He does have double jointed knees, which are a little tricky to get in, but they do go all the way back. His foot doesn't go up too far because it does stop right there, and it goes down pretty far for some dynamic poses too. And of course you have the swivel, and then these do fit in the NECA stands. Absolutely perfect, as I showed you earlier. But you can pose him so many different ways, and you don't need a stand for this guy at all, because he's absolutely going to stand on his own no matter which way you put him. But thanks for checking out today's video. If you guys are still here, if you could kindly throw a like on there, I would definitely appreciate it. And feel free to check out some of my other videos on my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.